Yo, what is up YouTube? Critcher coming at you again with Monster Hunter Generations. First episode of our Let's Play, and gonna get into it as quickly as we can. I'm pretty sure I've already cleaned the extras. I've played this a little bit, played it a bit on stream, until I had a small issue with my wrists, which is basically, I don't know, something to do with the how heavy the 3DS plus the Psychopath Pro is, plus how wonky it is to actually hold it because it's not very ergonomic, and it really screws my wrist. So streaming it for any extended period of time is now an issue. For those that aren't aware, I suffer pretty bad from what appears to be some kind of RSI, but working on it. Got some wrist braces. Use them whenever I'm not, whenever they don't obstruct what I'm doing. So, let's go with that. We'll go with Type 1, because Type 1's generally not too weird, and I don't want to sit through and listen to all of them. Let's go over to... yeah, we'll go with that hairstyle, change the colour, go like that red to match the marks on our face. There we go. And then clothing, gonna go with Type 6, because I looked at them all earlier. I went through, I've already made a character, I'm doing like a bow only run on my main character. So yeah, I'm gonna hop over to aerial style. I've played guild style and aerial style. Strike style is basically guild style, just with a third hunter art. And adept style, I don't know. It's going to be something I have to play for a bit before I really get into it. So we're going to go round force. Going to go Type A, like having less clutter on the top screen. And yeah, I'm glad that it saved over the second slot, because that was... I thought it was asking me to select one there, and if it was, then shouldn't have spammed A, but in the second slot. So, slot 1, just general character, one I'm playing in my spare time, one I'm streaming on if I stream this game. This character, purely for the LP. And the only time this will show up on stream, or like not on camera, is if I really need to grind for like ores and stuff, or bugs, or a monster part that's taking forever to drop. You know the general deal. Monster Hunter, pretty grindy game, but all in all, pretty damn good. So, why the LP? You said at the start of the Fire Red LP that you put 2 episodes up of that then disappeared, that you were going to do a Fire Red LP and just stream Monster Hunter. 1, holding a 3DS hurts my hands, so streaming for like 6 hours a day like I used to, not really doable anymore. And Fire Red as an emulation, when Fire Red is emulated, you can't save it via the normal methods, you have to rely on save states, and it turns out the Visual Boy Advance version I had was pretty bad with save states. It got corrupted, and I didn't want to start that all over again. And then 2 things came together. I was like, you know what? Let's just do a Generations Let's Play. Or I just have to record for like half an hour at a time. I could take a little break, let my wrists recover, record half an hour again. All good. So, pretty much, we're here to help out the Y Academy. We are to go and clear out dangerous critters, collect materials in places that they can't get to. We start off in, I believe it's Burner. Yes, Burner. And at the start of this game, like, you fought Monster Hunter Freedom 2 or Freedom Unite. Both started out the same way. You thought those started off with a lot of talking. This takes the cake. Bow controls, I like Type 1 because that's what I'm used to. Yeah, okay. Not going to be using too much bow in this Let's Play. I might use it if I find out that later on I really like it, then I will eventually swap over, make a bow set. But for the most part, I'm going to play melee on this. So then I'm playing 2 different weapons on each one. Basically, the red ones are the ones that advance story, the yellow ones don't advance story. They're basically just doing the general Monster Hunter introduction, and I want to get this going as quickly as possible. Basically, Feline Kitchen is here. basically what they're saying is that you're here to help. You're here to help the YCM, join other hunters, and it's pretty much it. And I haven't looked too much into the way what they've done with the kitchen, but it seems to have gone much more back to a second generation style where you pick 2 ingredients and it makes a dish, and then that dish has a certain effect. This is your guild mom, otherwise known as the guild gal, or in this game, the town name gal. So she's just showing us where to go once we've got a quest. So, gonna end up doing all of these. But for now, I want to get everything up and running as quickly as possible. So, oh yeah, Street Pass. I could have skipped this. I'll enable it, seeing as I've got gonna have internet running. So, okay, gonna go off to the Palico Ranch. And in this game, it's kind of similar to 4th gen. You can get Palicos with different types, Gathering, Charisma. Like, they actually have names in this one. I don't know if they did in 4th gen. I never really played around much with the Palicos in 4th gen. But for my 4th gen, for my 5th, is this 5th gen? I don't think this is actually 5th gen. I think this is like 4.5. It's like not actually 5th gen yet. But yeah, you go over here to the Meowstress. She can scout for some Palicos for you, and yeah, your first one you get to customize. So I'm gonna pretty much go with the same. Oh yeah, this is a weird bug on this one. Like, when you change the coat, it takes a while to get out of the. It takes a while to get out of the menu for selecting it. I like the bushy tail. Voice just gonna go with 1, and boom. Got Nino. Bias Charisma. That's the same one I got on my other character, not the one I want, but I'm gonna rename it anyway to same name I gave the cat on my other character. You know, I really should make some kind of difference so I know what character I'm on at any given time. But I think it'll be obvious by the hunter rank. This one's not going to be playing online much until the single player is completed. Other one's going to be playing online a lot because I'm playing with friends, playing online, playing on stream. So, one of the first things we're going to be doing is scouting for a gathering Palico, because that greatly reduces the amount of gathering you need to do. So we're going to try and get 2 gathering. I'm going to go with balanced, I guess. Maybe small first, maybe large first. Small first. Okay. Now we'll see. We got a gathering one already. Only one gathering one, so we'll grab the gathering one. Even though it's going to cost us quite a bit of Zenny, we want to get him leveled up as quickly as possible. Don't want to switch to pro mode just yet. I will probably be doing something on pro mode at some point, but not quite yet. So select Palico. Palico 1 will be... And that has the same name as the other Palico I got on my main character. Or my, yeah, non-LP character. So I'm assuming that's like, because it was a special one, it's a very specific one that you can only get once, or it's like a download. Probably a download actually. Oh, did miss talking to someone. Trying to actually get all these cleared out, because last time I ended up not clearing one out and I spent ages looking for it. So basically just talking about the trading, which is kind of like what the YCM used to be before, where it would duplicate items. It's pretty much what that is. And it is really bloody hot, considering it's like 11:30 at night. I don't get why it's always really hot in the night times where I am. And Cat's just giving you an introduction to giving you an introduction to your house, claim items, claim starter pack, gets things running smoothly. Everyone's got access to this, so I feel no guilt Yep, get like 129 honey off the bat, take out the potions. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to be taking it first. Yeah, everything else is just like pickaxes and stuff I'm going to be buying. So, in this game, according to the back of the case, I really haven't looked much into it. This is mostly blind, apart from the few monsters that I've seen online. Which, to be honest, apart from the one I played in the demo, apart from the what's it called? The one that bounces on its tail, the new Jaggy-like monster. Apart from that one, I haven't seen any of the other monsters. Well, I've seen them, I haven't fought them. I fought stuff like the Royal Ludroth that I've already fought in previous games. So, trying to decide what to play. I'm gonna go with a Petrified Saber. And go with Sacred Slash. There we go. Haven't used the longsword in quite a while on 4 Ultimate, so let's use it for a bit here. Now, I've noticed something about this game is that they kind of like, how do I put this, they've normalized all the weapons, so they always start off, so they always have roughly the same attack stat, so comparing one weapon to another weapon of a different type is actually easier now. So, how much, these all give roughly the same amount, so what we're going to be doing at first is just going through the gathering quests and having a small discussion. And no, it's not like the last games, or I guess this hasn't really been the case since like first generation, where you can just do the slaying quest and skip straight to the boss, the way it used to work in Monster Hunter Freedom 1 was you would do the first slaying quest to kill Velociprey and you'd instantly get the Velocidrome, or if you were really good at a game, or had generally some experience, you could say you're not a beginner and you would fight straight away, start off fighting a Velocidrome with no armor, because they didn't even give you leather armor to start off back then. They didn't even give you 1 defense armor, so you had literally 1 defense going up against the Velocidrome. That is some scary stuff. And then, like, so I actually did that on stream a while ago, and like going up against Kutku with like 2 armor pieces, even with defense up small, that is pretty scary. So we are after, oh yeah, we're after ferns. So time to show off the new gathering. Instead of having to spam your A button, they made it a little less detrimental to the health of your A button, and now you just need to hold it. For which I imagine anyone that's watched a Monster Hunter Let's Play where the 3DS is being picked up, like mine might be, because I can't, this game I can't actually play off the monitor. I was able to with 4U just about, but I don't know, this game seems a bit harder. That is the roll you get with aerial style. Basically, if you roll into a monster, you will get a boost off the monster and you will jump up high in the air. You can use it to dodge attacks, you can use it to get easy mounts, you can do it off of allies, although I'm pretty sure you hold the ally in place for a second, so if you're using it to dodge an attack, please don't do it to your ally, because you end up getting them here, and if they die, then you lose reward as well. So those jellies we were just getting are the new nectar for Kinsect glaives. I'm not planning to use a Kinsect glaive much, so those are probably just going to sit in the... my box drawer. Something else I'm not too used to in more recent games is that you actually, when you let go of the analog stick or thumbstick, in this case, you still keep running or like jogging to slow down for a little bit. So I'm just not quite used to that, and it does mean that I end up rolling when I'm trying to gather stuff. And I think these are mushrooms. No, they're seeds. If you're wondering why I'm just running around gathering everything, it's because ultimately in this game everything is going to be useful, and if this is going to be basically gathering episode, like just getting up to speed, getting all the more basic stuff out of the way, then I'm going to want to spend quite a while gathering in advance, so I don't need to come back and do all this gathering stuff later, or yeah, say I need huskberries because I want to do some bowgun stuff. I don't want to have to repeat running this in order to get huskberries. I want to just get going. And how many ferns do we actually have? 2. They're pretty much a bit less common than all the seeds and stuff, because I've noticed that there's more seed spots around than like the herb kind of ones where you get the ferns. Here is your resident dung spot. Those piles of bones actually give you a load of dung instead of bones. So basically our goal at the start is to get us a couple gathering palicos, get them leveled up, and they will start gathering a lot for us. They will carve, they will mine when we mine, gather when we gather, yeah, like they are now, and basically this just gives you a load of free items. And say you get a bad run when you're going for Dragonite ore, and then you see your cat's got 2, that always brings a smile to your face, because it's like a little less that you've got to do. So, yeah, not many ferns in this area. I was actually hoping it would be fairly quick, like it was when I did it on my main character. It seems like I might be unlucky in that regard. Or maybe not. We just doubled our ferns. Let's grab some mushrooms. Okay, you can't gather from these mushrooms. Can gather from these mushrooms. Pretty sure these are mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms. Okay, so another interesting thing about the way you make weapons in this game is that, say you have no use for a load of iron ore you've got, well, you actually need to level up weapons now. So instead of just having Hunter's Bow 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd have Hunter's Bow level 1, level 2, you'd have like Iron Katana, level 1, level 2, and as you level it up, you unlock more upgrade paths on it. So, for example, the Hunter's Bow actually has 2 that you need to level up 4 times, so you need to get it all the way to level 5 before you can access the final 2 upgrade paths on it. Now, I imagine this is to kind of make the upgrades more impactful or slow them down. At first, I actually thought it was a requirement in the offline campaign, because they refer to the like star ratings as level 1 missions, level 2 missions, so I thought what it meant was that you had like a license or something, and you needed to go from a level 1 license to a level 2 license in order to get the level 2 upgrades. Not what it means, you just gotta upgrade the weapon itself, and the level isn't actually that apparent, so took me a while to actually realize it, and I actually realized it by accident. I leveled up a bow because I was like, oh well, I'm not going to be playing single player for a while, and I want my bow to still be somewhat decent. So I'll upgrade my bow and keep playing with it, and then I noticed that it unlocks the upgrade paths. So put 2 and 2 together and figured out that the weapons have levels. Now, is that a flower gathering spot? No. There's so many like decorative things that look like they're gathering spots, but they aren't actually. And I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate, but makes the place look prettier, I guess. Is this one? Nope. So how many ferns we sitting on? Got 5. We need 3 more. So I'm gonna go back to area 1. Hope some of the nodes have respawned here. Looks like I might not be in luck. It's a seed spot. I'm pretty sure this is like a wood point. Oh, no, it's stones. So if you need stones or whetstones, then this is the place to go. Okay, so we might actually have to go to some other areas. The way I actually got it done in my first playthrough was that I just literally went area 1, area 2, done. I got quite lucky with mine. Not always going to be the case, so. Although it does look like some points spawned in here. And also, something I've noticed is that they seem to have made a few changes to Kelbies Notably, they run away very quickly. Like, this is how it appears to be, is that they run away very quickly after getting knocked out. So you can't, like, knock 3 of them out and then carve them one after the other. You've got to knock one out, carve it really quickly. And it can actually be fairly difficult when you're using a bow, because you'll kill them at critical range, and then, like, another one will knock you, so it delays you. Then you have to put your weapon away and run into carving range, and by the time you've done that, you can't carve anything off, because carving actually seems to be a bit delayed from mobs now. Like, a bit more delayed than it was. I would show it off, but I will do when we actually kill some I forget what the new ones are called. But what actually happened there when I rolled was I stopped. I took my thumb completely off the thumbstick, and it just, kept running. So, I don't know. I don't think that used to be a thing. I think it's basically been a thing since the 3DS and Wii U versions. So, maybe when they rewrote the engine, or transferred the engine over, whatever they did to the engine to get it onto Nintendo systems instead of Sony systems, I think they made a few changes to movement, and that's one of the things that I got so used to in 2nd gen that even since 3rd gen I'm still not used to waiting a good while to start carving something or to start gathering something. Okay. Yeah, we have nowhere near 10 unique mushrooms, so we'll just hand in the ferns. That's our first quest complete. I think we're actually going to have to do some more talking back at town, which is unfortunate, but this is pretty much going to be it for the first episode. Want to keep them fairly short. Don't want to go like over 30-minute episodes like I used to do in Monster Hunter from Unite. So we're going to keep it short, up to about 25 minutes, and we're going to finish this off with the rewards and with a question of the day. What was your first Monster Hunter game? You joining us in the series in Monster Hunter Generations, or you're a veteran all the way back from Monster Hunter on the PS2, which even I don't go back that far. I was Freedom on the PSP, which is the mobile version of Monster Hunter G, which is, I guess, an expandalone to Monster Hunter 1 on the PS2. To my knowledge, only released in Japan, and then we got Freedom in the West, which was Monster Hunter Portable in Japan. So yeah, mine was Monster Hunter Freedom. When did you guys get introduced to this series? Seen a lot of people that got introduced in like 3 Ultimate, a few more in 4 Ultimate. So seems to be ever since they made the move to 3DS, more people seem to be getting into the series, and maybe it's that, or maybe it's the prevalence of like streaming and general online communities since Freedom Unite to 3 Ultimate, because Tribe was on the Wii, which was a very well-known console, but didn't get as much love compared to 3U, which got a lot of love. Just quickly cleaning up the stuff in town, and then we shall be done with the episode. This is the Feline Dojo, by the way. You can send your felines here to train, and that's what this Palico is about to explain to us. Use Y Academy points to train them, I am fairly confident. I haven't yet needed to do it, so... Whoa, okay, we got a lot of gathering small first. So... how much are we gonna have to pay? 450 for level 2. Yep, I can part with that. We actually got a lot of Zenny off of that gathering quest. We got about 5,000... about 5,500 off of just stuff we picked up. So, yeah. I'm gonna go with Muffin. Nah, he can keep the name Muffin. So, let's get our 2 gathering Palicos on. So, Palicos, we'll trade out Snowy for Muffin. And we have 2 gathering Palicos, and our goal is going to be to get these Palicos as high level as possible so that they can gather stuff for us, and we have to gather less. Speeds up the process, speeds up the LP,
And as I was saying, I didn't want to have it go over 25 minutes. We go over 25 minutes, but that's okay, because we just got a cat in our house to talk to, and that shall be it. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty much it for the first episode. We've introduced to the town, done a first gathering hunt, and yeah, got acquainted with the weapon making system, the quests, how the towns are going to work. We're going to have the other towns unlock on our bottom screen, and how the Palico Ranch works. Set out a few goals, such as getting these 2 gathering Palicos up, and here are the friendly residents of the town, the Mufa. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.